Okay, so bear with me because I have to give you a backstory about the show to set up the clip for context, because it's important to the video here. So this is from the TV show Lucifer, and this is from the season finale that aired April 25th, okay? The premise of the show is that Lucifer leaves hell, and he comes to Earth, and he punishes people here and works with the cop, and it's ridiculous. But anyway, Lucifer leaves hell and comes to Earth. And then God sends an angel down to bring Lucifer back to hell. Okay? So in the season finale, Lucifer gets shot. He's laying on the ground. He's bleeding out. He's bleeding to death. He's about to die. And that's a whole other reason why he can die and all this kind from just a gunshot. But it's not important. So he's laying there dying. He's bleeding to death. And he crosses over to the spiritual world. Actually, not to the spiritual realm, but he crosses over into hell as he's laying there dying. And he comes and he's walking around hell and he says, "Home sweet home." And then he sees this door and he says, "That's not right." And he comes up to this door and you can obviously see that the chains are and the locks are broken and it's wide open. Someone, as he finds out, breaks out of hell. Has broken out of hell. Not breaks out of hell. Has broken, has escaped hell. So then, this guy here, who was the angel that was sent to bring Lucifer back to hell, Lucifer tells him who broke out. And so now they have to, and this is just what happened in the television show, so don't jump down my throat and say God wouldn't make deals with the devil. Okay, I'm just telling you, man, I'm just telling you what happened in the television show, okay? So in the show, God makes a deal with Lucifer and says, "I'll let you live if you bring the jailbird back to hell." So this is where this little brother here, his angel brother, finds out who it is that escaped hell, and you're going to love it. It's great.
You're afraid. Damn right I am. Right, but you're never afraid. Who could possibly scare you, brother? Lucifer. Who escaped hell? Mom.
Ah, Mom. And he's scared to death. Because that's the female, that's the woman, that's the horror, the biblical horror side of Saturn, of Satan. That's the chaos. So it's pretty interesting. It seems like to me that this television show is telling you that chaos has been unleashed. It's broken out. And you can look all around right now, especially with all the stuff in the elections going on. It's very obvious to me, and the earthquakes and the volcanoes and with CERN and I mean all. It's very in all the stuff that's in Europe. It's just this whole world is on fire, man. So it's pretty obvious to me that seems like a reference that chaos has broke out. It's been unleashed. It's even scared the shit out of the male aspect of the devil there. So then you go to this Jaguar commercial, which I'm sure everybody's seen that aired, that was late last year. And what this guy here is holding is the bow tie. That's the cycle. Okay, that's the cycle right there.
It's time for a change. A new plan needs a new boss.
And who's he give it to? A cat. A big old cat. That's what the Jaguar is. And black, right? Just like Lucifer was wearing. It's the color of Saturn as well as purple and all this kind of stuff, but we're just... Jaguar is a big cat. That's the slang for the woman, because not trying to be gross or crude, but slang for cat is a pussy, and that's what's between the woman's legs. So there you go, you have the cat eating it. A new boss, right? Because it's going to the woman's side. We're pole shifting from the male to the female. And the whole consuming, that's eating the cycle, that's the consuming, because whenever all this shit breaks loose, Saturn is supposed to puke up or throw up or give up, however you want to look at it. It's supposed to give up everything it's eaten, everything it's consumed when all this shit breaks loose. When the shit really hits the fan. And then you gotta love it that it's, you know, this Lucifer episode literally airs just a handful of days after Prince dies. You know, so it's like Prince of Darkness, okay, step aside, male aspect of Saturn, because now it's the woman's turn. Now it's Chaos's turn. And then, to top it all off, there was Andrew Dice Clay. He was a real popular comic back in the 80s and 90s, late 80s and 90s. He has a television show on Showtime right now. And this episode called Prestige just aired like the 24th too. So again, just a few days after Prince died. And the whole premise of the show was that there was a whole museum exhibit where this lady, and this is I didn't look it up, but this is probably a true story, but either way, it's not important. But anyway, in the episode, there's a whole museum exhibit where this lady made plaster castings of a bunch of famous male celebrities' dicks. Okay? So Andrew Dice Clay and his wife go to this museum exhibit and they can't find his. So the whole episode is Dice going through trying to find his dick. Okay? Which reminded me of the story of the Egyptian god Osiris, who was dismembered, cut into a bunch of pieces, and the only thing that wasn't found was his dick. So then what happened? Isis, the female, the woman, the whore, she created a dick, and using magic or a spell, she brought him back to life. Once again, the work of the woman. So there's a whole lot of stuff that tells me that chaos has been unleashed, it's broke out, and all hell is about to break loose. And then you have the whole, I really do believe that Hillary Clinton's going to be the next president. I think it's going to be fraudulently given to her, to where even our friends and family are saying this isn't right, this is a scam. Because I tell you what, there are a lot of people that are waking up finally to learn that this whole election process is one big scam, has been forever. But regardless, and then you even have, you got Janet Yellen at the head of the Federal Reserve, you got Christine Lagarde at the head of the IMF, and they're not running things, they're just the mouthpieces. And then what was it, just yesterday I read that West Point Military Academy is going to have its first woman dean in the history of its existence. So this is a pole shift, man, from the male to the female. And according to a lot of these TV shows, man, it sounds like step aside, Prince. Step aside, Mon Frere. We're done with you, male aspect. It's time for the woman now. Time for chaos. It's broke out. It's been unleashed. Thanks to my subscribers for watching and the continued support.